Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. So, children, last class we have just introduced about the chapter number 4, word processing with Microsoft Word. And then we had discussed the introduction and some features of word processor. Now, today we'll discuss how to start MS Word. So, picture is visible for you. See, the image is given here. The following are the steps to start Microsoft Word program. Click on Start button, then click on Microsoft Office. In under the Microsoft Office package, you will be getting Microsoft Word 2010. Here 2010 is the version. 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012, like this the version is there. And how it is called the version? It means suppose 2007 is there. 2007 the programmer wants to update the software, then it converts into 2008, then 9 also, then 8 means 10 means now advanced version we are discussing here. So here which version we are learning in this chapter? 2010. The Microsoft Word window opens up on your screen showing a new document. See the image. Image is given here, Microsoft window. Quick access toolbar is given here, ribbon, title bar, minimize, restore, close button, scroll bar, status bar, workplace, horizontal and vertical rules. Means this all is labeled here. This labeled portion you have to learn. This labeled person you have to learn, and you have to know about that particular that labeled line means here which is the quick access toolbar, what is the use of that which is called the ribbon, title bar means this ribbon, title bar we are reading one by one here in the bottom. And then what is the use of minimize, restore, close button, what is scroll bar? Scroll bar means up and down you are scrolling on the screen. Then workplace where you are typing. Then status bar means which page currently we are in, that which page currently we are in, and then how many page we had written, how many words we had typed there, like this. Vertical and horizontal rule means if you want to write in sequenced way or the measured way, that rule we have to use on that time. Then components of Microsoft Word window. Some component, it is given here, these are the components of Microsoft Word window, and here the explanation of that. Title bar. The title bar shows the name of the document on screen. When a new document is started, the word gives it is generic name like document 1, and it is displayed on the title bar. When you save the document with the name, the generic name on the title bar is replaced by the given name. So first of all, if you open the Word, Microsoft Word, then here by default the Microsoft Word name is document 1, and then after that you have to save that particular document with give the generic name. Means at the time of save as, clicking on the save as, you have to give the document 1 in place of document 1, you have to give your own file name, and there you have to save it. Then quick access toolbar. Located in the top left corner on the title bar, the quick access toolbar contains some of the most frequently used commands like save, undo, redo. You can add more commands on the quick access toolbar as per your need. So quick access toolbar, it is there in the left side. It is written here quick access toolbar. See, quick access toolbar means which key we are using frequently, means which key we are using frequently, that key we have to keep in front of us, and then immediately we have to use. Means if you are deleting something, if you want to do the undo, if you are means it is the rule in that Microsoft Office in every application software, that while writing or while typing the program or while doing the work in the application software or the software, you have to first save as and give the file name, and then after typing 2 paragraph 3 paragraph, you have to click on the save button one by one. Means after typing a 1 paragraph 2 paragraph, you have to click on the save button. So save button, it is we need save button quickly, frequently. Then undo and redo also, that's why in the quick access toolbar these two are there. And if you want to add some more commands, then you can add. Then come to the ribbon. Ribbon. The ribbon groups together related commands to make them easier to locate. It comprises even tabs, home, insert, page layout, references, mailing review, and view. Each tab has specific groups of related commands. The tabs have command, button, menus, and input boxes arranged in groups. Some groups have dialog launchers represented by a downwards pointing arrow, which when clicked display a dialog box related to that group. Means that ribbon is having a group related to the commands, means one group, under that group we are having related to under that particular group, like this we are having in the ribbon. Then workspace is the space where you will create your own document, where you are typing the word. That place is known as a workspace. So window control, there are set of 3 control windows button placed on the right side of the title bar: minimize, restore, and close button. So here, what is the use of this windows button, control button? Minimize button reduce the open window to an icon on the taskbar. Means minimize button means that window which is closed, and hold on there the taskbar. There, if you want to open that, just click on the taskbar of that particular window, it will open quickly. Then restore down button means reduce the size of open window. The button now changes into to the maximum button. So maximum button means if you are clicking on that maximum button or restore down button, that window will be squeezed. That window will be squeezed, means reduce its size. And then if you again click on the maximum button or restore down button, then it will go to its original size, means it will cover all the monitor size. Then close button means if you want to close the window, you can close it. Then come to the status bar. The status bar displays document information such as current page number, total number of pages, word count, language proofing, error notification, etc. On the left hand side, you can customize the information display on the status bar by right clicking the status bar and making selection out of the context menu that pop-ups. Means status bar displays the current page means which page you are displayed currently and working on that, and total number of pages means how many pages you used there for typing the word. Then word count means how many words you typed there. Then language proofing error notification means if you are writing, if you are having any spelling mistake or some, there it will show on the left hand side this time. And this if you want to customize also, so right click on that status bar and make the context menu that pop up. Then come to the view button. On the right side of the status bar, view button is there. From there you can view your document in 5 different document views. First one is print layout, full screen reading, web layout, outline view, and draft view. Print layout shows what your document will look like when you are actually printed. Means print preview, it is print preview. If you want to print that particular particular page, then you have to click on the print layout or print preview. That time how your document will be print through the printer, it will show on the monitor first. Then full screen reading will show the document on full screen and make reading more comfortable. If you want to see the document typed in the full screen mode, then you have to click on that full screen. Then web layout views enables us to see document as would appear in a browser such as Firefox or Internet Explorer. So web layout means it is there, and if you want to open the Microsoft Explorer or any browser, if you want to open, you can open with the help of this. And then outline view. Outline view is used when you want to work with large portion of your document at the same time. It allows you to collapse your document and view only the major headings. The text under each headings can be hidden so it does not obscure your view of document organization. Means outline view means if you are having multiple document and if you want to see only the heading, particular headings of that document, so with the help of this outline view the document will be open on the screen, but only it shows the heading, and that heading if you are clicking on that particular, the that document page will be display on the screen. Then zoom tool, the zoom slider lets you zoom out or current document and zoom range in from 10 to 500%. Means if you want to zoom in and zoom out, this will help you. And then vertical or horizontal bars means vertically or horizontal if you want to move up and down and left and right side, so you can use these bars. Then text area means where you type the document, where the cursor blinking on the vertical side on the left corner. Means listen, if anyone asks where the cursor is blink which side, so you have to give the answer only the left side the cursor will blink. Means by default the cursor blink on the window on the left side it will blink. Then vertical and horizontal rule, horizontal and vertical rule help you align graphics, align text, graphics, tables and other elements on the document. See the rule, click the view view and check the ruler box. It means if you want to set all the documents or images in a single line, means in a one line, one by one in line in a sequence, that you have to that we have to use the ruler means vertical ruler and horizontal ruler. So student, next class will discuss how to create a new document. Then up to here go to the chapter, and then if you are having any doubt then ask. Thank you.